What's up, everybody? Mark with Cardivox Academy here, and I am just over a week into my caffeine quitting journey. The acid reflux was destroying my vocal cords, and so as a result, I'm gonna look a little rough today, because caffeine plus no caffeine plus 6 month old is that's a combo. But we're here, we're ready. We're gonna do a reaction video, and I'm excited because it's yet another Spiritbox song. Now we haven't covered Spiritbox since Rotoscope. That was about 9 months ago. Spiritbox has been kind of going in a different direction. I feel like every time they have a single, they're like kind of exploring a new sound. So I really don't know what to expect here. The song is called The Void. It's a very like dark and heavy tone. So maybe we'll get like another Holy Roller type thing. That'd be cool. I love Holy Roller quite a bit. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name is Mark. I am a metal vocalist. I'm in a band called Kardashev. We've released music on Metal Blade Records. Got some more stuff coming. And I myself am a metal vocal coach. Now, I do teach people how to do the fundamentals of clean singing, but I specialize mostly in teaching people how to make cool, screamy, gurgly sounds, stuff. Things like that, making those sounds safely and efficiently and healthily years to come. So I like Spiritbox because we get the cleans, we get the harsh, not always, but a lot of the time, and it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. So if you're new to the channel, like, share, subscribe, check it out. It means a whole lot. Another reason I'm looking a little ragged is because we are into the judging process. We have a huge vocal contest going on with a huge judging panel. You can check it out in one of our YouTube videos here. It's closed, so you can't join in at this point, but I'm excited to tell you all how it's going in a little bit eventually. And I was up very late listening to entries last night, so a lot of cool ones, a lot of cool stuff to be excited for. So anyways, I think that's enough blabber from me. Let's go ahead. Let's check out The Void, Spiritbox. Here we go. I need someone to break my Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pause it there. I let the song play for a long time. Also, I pause a lot during the songs on the channel. Been doing it for years. So if you leave a comment, it ain't going to change anything. Back button's that way. Or that way. That way, because it's flipped. Okay, so I want to talk about something. Like you saw me, I was expecting like a huge drop. I was supposed to be like a boom, and like tons of screaming. But that was nice too. I love those open harmonies, those belts and back. Really, really cool. So I actually want to point out something that I really like about Courtney's voice, and something I really like about sort of the direction that popular music is going now, especially like this side of metal that is progressively moving into pop music and starting to really make a space for itself in pop music as well, is that I love how she's doing two things. One, she's really rocking her chest voice a lot. I feel like a lot of other bands, they'd already be like mixed, heady belting over top of this, and that's really cool, and that's awesome, and I admire it. But sometimes across a lot of music, I think there's not enough love for the chest voice. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's my baritone self. But I love that she really keeps her melodies close to the chest a lot of the time. I also love the fact that she eases on and off the gas with her compression. Now, compression is a slippery term, right? It's a tricky term, so you can think of it as like breathiness. The reason I don't like breathiness is because breathiness insinuates a lack of control, right? It insinuates singing like, like "Happy Birthday, Mr. President," like that sort of thing, right? But there's an incredible amount of control here, and you can even hear her adding weight to her voice, darkening her voice, brightening brightening up her voice. And that's a really cool thing. She's moving around with all these faders while she's in the same spot. Now, this is actually a really good way. And to any of my new singers, actually, this song wouldn't be too hard. For many baritones such as myself. Some of those higher notes might be a little bit tricky, especially when we're belting above that break, right? But this is actually a really good song to learn to. So if you're a new singer and you are interested in learning how to sing, this is a great one. And the reason for that is because if you listen, now I've said this before about other singers and people get mad. So listen to the words that I am saying. She doesn't sound like she is just talking, but she sounds like she is using the same effort as talking, right? I'm not saying her singing is monotone and bland, but what I'm saying is her singing is as comfortable as her speaking voice. And this is a phenomenal way to get started with singing, right? A lot of the times, and I'll tell you the truth, now that we've started this judging process for our contest, a lot of what I'm hearing is new singers who are working all on tone, not at all on pitch or control, right? Not at all on pitch or just overall control of airflow, even airflow. Most of us speak with a very steady airflow, right? So I actually, knowing that they were singing, I queued up one of my favorite websites, virtualpiano.net. And I'm going to show you something that I run through with my students who either I'm teaching them, again, I really only do like the fundamentals of singing. But either I'm teaching them this to help their singing voice, or I'm doing this to help them relax their false chord. Believe it or not, there's a lot more crossover than you would think of being able to, sing comfortably in your chest, even if like you're only going to be like what I call karaoke good. Like you could get the mic at a karaoke night and, a couple people clap for you. Although, listen, there are some great karaoke singers out there, so that's not a jab. But there's a lot of crossover between being able to, sing in your chest even comfortably and doing stuff like, a lot more crossover than you would realize. So this is one way you can start. What am I trying to say? Oh, y'all can see the videos I'm filming queued up here at the top behind the curtain. Anyway, this is a really good way to start. So I want you to think about how, now English may not be your first language, but maybe your language has something similar to this, right? The way that we hold tones. If somebody asks me like, hey, Mark, after work, well, I haven't worked in an office in years. After work, you want to go grab some beers? Now, me, I don't really drink alcohol anymore. I can't because I'm a ticker. But, I would say, nah, I don't think so. Nah. Now, I'm holding a tone. Is it beautiful? Is it musical? No, not really. But I'm holding a tone with even airflow. Nah, my vocal cords are nicely connected. Nah, right? So what we can do... Now, I'm going to start where it's comfortable for my voice. People with vocal folds the shape and size of mine are going to start right around here. Oh, that's loud as hell. Let's turn that down. Yeesh. Let's go here. There we go. That might be a little bit better. Actually, let's give it a little bit more finicky thing. We're going to start down here on a C, C3. If you have a higher voice, if your vocal cords are not exactly the same length and size and shape as mine, you can start here on G, right? But we're just going to do this. Hey, Mark, you want to go get some beers? Nah, man, that's okay. I'm going to stay home. Nah, man. Nah, I'd rather hang out at home. Nah, my son, he's going to be home and I don't get to see him as much as I'd like. I see him all the time. So I'm going to hang out with him. Nah, I really think that I'd like to just go home and listen to some music. Nah, Final Fantasy 16 just came out. We went ahead in time in June, and I'm taking 2 days off. That's true. When Final Fantasy 16 comes out, don't talk to me. For 2 days, I'm gone. I'm disappeared. We can keep going. Nah, man, I thought about it, and that movie's really not for me. Nah, I feel like hiking is just being uncomfortable outside. Actually, I love hiking. Nah, I'll pass on that offer. Thanks. Nah. Right now, was any of that like musical and beautiful? No, but you're learning. Your first step is getting comfortable speaking on pitch. This is not going to work across your whole range, and I think sometimes we oversimplify singing to be like, oh, it's just talking. Like, yeah, but also no. But if you want to just start with your octave, right? So again, if your voice is a little bit higher, you can start here on G. Right, versus down here on C. You get the idea. This is a great way to start just getting familiar with your voice. Just get familiar with your voice. Think of your voice as not just a talking tool, but a tone and resonating tool. And sometimes we use that with the cadence of speaking, and sometimes we use that with the cadence of singing. So when we go back and listen to, I don't know what the rest of the song holds, but when we go back and we listen to some more of The Void, I want you to think about the fact that, again, Courtney doesn't sound like she's just talking, but she sounds like she's talking on pitch with some artistry. Check it out. That doesn't go for the huge, beautiful belts in the back or anything. All right, here we go. I'm going to go back a little bit because I actually want you to pay attention to something. This is a really good section where you can hear those faders. Now, I'm not talking faders on a mixing board. I'm using it kind of abstractly, but you can hear her on certain and I'm not going to sing along because, like I said, my voice is shredded from acid reflux. Don't get addicted to caffeine, people. It's bad news. But I do sing along in plenty of my other Spiritbox videos if you want to check those out, and plenty of my other videos in general if you want to check those out. But one thing I love, and this is kind of like, in my opinion, like a Courtney staple or a Courtney signature, is the way she breathes out the last word. She lets the last word get really breathy. She'll be like, at night, at night, at night. You can also hear her adding a little bit more weight to her voice. So she'll be like, hey, hey, right? You can hear her doing that, and it's very subtle and it's very smooth, and it gives these notes where she's not like in this, in this verse, she's not moving around a lot, but these things that she's doing gives it nuance and gives it color. And I think that that's something, again, that I notice with a lot of new vocalists, especially deathcore vocalists, even though they're screaming, is they're like, to be a good vocalist, I have to have 50 different techniques I'm only kind of okay at. And it's like, okay, or you can have like one or two that you're really good at. You master those, you add a lot of nuance in that space, and then you grow. So I'm going to go back, I don't know, like about here. And just kind of listen for some of those. Oh, no, it was right before this shot. Listen for some of those things. Check this out.
Where do my fears all go when they die?
Not that one.
To a place untethered, 1,000 lives between the stone. It's the way that you got me to the edge of a hole that was made for me. I hear the call of the voice, surrender a piece of my history. 'Cause it's lost in an imminent danger. Such a razor blade to the sky high. Like a crutch, I need someone to break my fall. To a place where I'll be alone. Who can tell me where I wanna go? Talk to the void and fall with me.
You can also hear, this will be quick, you can also hear the different ways she shapes her mouth for certain notes. When she starts to get a little bit higher, right, her mouth, you can tell it gets a little bit wider and taller. Right? Smiling out our high notes is something that can be very, 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 very helpful, especially if you're hanging on to that connectivity, that sound of connection of your chest, right? If you're we don't want to pull our chest up as high as we can, right? But if we're carrying the tonal qualities of our chest voice a little bit higher in our voice, our chest register a little bit higher in our voice, getting a little brighter, letting your teeth show, letting your voice kind of resonate in your cheeks, that actually is a really good way to help. And it's no surprise, she's been doing this forever. It's no surprise that we hear that. And then on her darker tones, right, you hear her voice being a little less smiley and a little bit more tall right here, like, right? And it's actually really interesting. You can hear how that changes timbre. We don't even have to sing to do it. We can just go right now. I moved my tongue at the end there, but one way you think about it, and one thing that this is actually a really simple warm up that you can do at home, is you can start here, lips together, jaw dropped like you got a mouthful of water. You're not trying to be low. You're not trying to be high. You're trying to be resonant in the mouth. You're going to open up. Ha, ha, ha. And you're going to go ha, a, ha, a. And you can target certain pitches if you want, or you can leave it open, right? Ha, 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 a. Do you hear that shift, that pinginess that comes through? Ha, a. Hi, hi. You can hear that pinginess that comes through. You can also hear the acid reflux. Anyways, let's keep going. That's something for you to think about, though. Never mind. That that song was teasing me. I thought we were gonna get some of that, but that's okay. Okay, so at the beginning of the song, I was like, "The Void." That's such a dark title. I'm sure this is gonna be like Holy Roller. Nope, not even slightly. Good song though. Good song. I don't know if it'll like top my Spiritbox list, but it was nice. I enjoyed it. I think my favorite thing coming away from this is how good this would be for people to learn to. Yeah, if you are a new singer and a Spiritbox fan, put The Void on repeat. Put it on Spotify. Click the little microphone. Sing along like karaoke. It's going to be really, really valuable. It's good stuff. So that being said, that's kind of it. That's all I got. Great song. Pretty good. Enjoyed it. If you like the content, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It means a lot to see the channel grow. We do have a Discord community, which is very, very active. Lots of people in there. We just got a bunch of people from our contest in there as well. So it is popping these days. But I'm sure there's something else I'm supposed to plug. I don't know what it is. So many thanks. Much love. I'm out.